Alright guys, so it's been a while since I did a review. Been on vacation for a while, so hadn't physically been here to do a review. This is a review that I should have done a while ago. This is the Cold Steel Spartan. Um, the only testing I really did on this was, carrying it around the house and cutting some cardboard wood, because this is illegal to carry here. So the only carry I've done, like I said, just around the house, but it's an excellent knife. It's just its applications are very limited, I guess. It's for me, I just see this as a self-defense tactical folder, just because of the size and the design. Really just lends itself very well to that application. As you can see, the blade has a really heavy recurve to it. Um, some people may not like that. I love recurve blades. The only problem is when you start getting recurves with a harder steel, they get to be a real bitch to sharpen. This isn't too bad. It's AUS-8 Japanese steel. Haven't had too many problems sharpening it. Sorry, can't speak today. I mean, as long as you keep a decent edge on it at all times and don't let it get too dull, it shouldn't be too hard to touch up every now and then. But this shape and the hollow grind just work very well together, and this is an excellent cutting knife. Slices through cardboard like nothing. And then this bit here, this really pronounced belly, is really great for chopping wood. I've done that. Not too heavy, I didn't baton with it, but it does well. The handle is Grivery. I could best describe it as a mix between Zytel and G10. You could have this nice fluted texturing here. Adds decent amount of traction. I mean, it's not a super grippy handle, but it works. You have these really heavy contours to really lock in your hand. So I mean, the texturing isn't that big of a deal. I mean, it fits my hand perfectly, but if you have bigger hands, you might have to kind of squeeze in there. You might not like the grip. If you've seen Tex Grebner's video, he actually ground off this point here because his hand was too big to comfortably fit in there. But for me, it's fine. The handles also have a full stainless steel liners. I mean, there's really no attempt to save weight on this knife. There doesn't really need to be. It's already a huge knife. It's pretty heavy. I believe it's 10 ounces. Really heavy knife. Or no, 10 ounces now. Sorry about that. It's 7.5 ounces, I think. Has the triad lock. The lockup is super solid. I mean, out of the box and even now, not an ounce of play. And messing with the pivot screw a little bit, you actually have a decent amount of adjustability before you start to develop a little side-to-side play. But so far, absolutely no problems with the lock. It's excellent. One of my favorite lockback type locks. Actually, it is my favorite, other than a liner lock or a frame lock. It is a big knife even when it's closed, which is, the one reason I wouldn't personally carry it, even if it was legal. It's just too big for me. It did come with a pretty small pocket clip. I took it off because it still, you can tell it's a knife in your pocket. Rides about that much sticking out of your pocket. So, and also, I mean, if I'm not going to carry the knife, there's no sense in keeping the pocket clip on to get dinged up. But yeah, the deployment speed is alright. If you do it with your hand, it's, I can't really do it on camera because you have to do a wrist flick. But it's relatively quick. With the thumb plate, pocket opener device there, it's really fast. And works very well, very effective. Overall, I mean, I haven't had any real problems with it. The blade centering is a little bit off on mine. I don't know if you can really make that out there. It's a little bit off to one side. I don't really care as long as it's not touching either side of the handle. But so far, no problems. You just got to keep this a little oiled up. It's pretty stiff to open. But overall, excellent knife. Awesome choice for self-defense or tactical use. It's the Cold Steel Spartan.